into town to get an oil change on this. We went last night, but it was a little too late. And they were packed. So, we got some donation bags of clothes. Some things I found, but most of them are ours that we just don't want or outgrew. Like a little twisted metal outgrew. This little shower caddy. I found that in the trash. And then, of course, all these hangers, a bag of hangers. Found it in the trash. Another bag of stuff. Another box of stuff. Donations. A lot of this stuff too came for free. I mean, I guess a lot of free stuff from yard sale leftovers, and then just like I said, some of the clothes, but most of them are Jesse's, twisted metals. So we're going to hook it up. All the wood that you see there and the screws. Reclaimed wood out of the trash. Reclaimed screws out of the trash. The clamp out of the trash. The drill that I'm using to screw these in out of the trash. And the grinder that I'm using, because they're 3-inch. They're 3-inch. So I'm grinding off the ends over here. Wherever it is. Right here. Grinding off because they're sticking out about a 1/4 inch. I'm grinding them off. That grinder was free. I got from work because the second Thanksgiving I was there, they were giving out free tools to any of the line leaders and anybody who's been there a year. And since I was there a little over a year, it got me a free grinder that I've been putting the hurting on. Working great. We'll get these sides up. I'm thinking about, instead of putting, like a lot of people have been putting the sheet of plywood on the side here, and this is extremely cheap plywood too, straight from China, but it's been heat treated with the skids. Instead of putting them on the outside, I'm thinking about putting them on the inside, so when I scoot stuff in, it doesn't get caught up on the inside of the wood here. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. I'm just freestyling it too. I ain't measuring nothing. I'm just basically screwing things together. I'm just trying to hide the scraps when it's sitting back there. I'm gonna do the same to the truck probably next week. Yep. Just want to hide the scrappies. Not too shabby for a bunch of free stuff and freestyling it. Like I said, I didn't take any measurements. I just kind of put it together. It doesn't have to look pretty. I don't care. Oh man, I gotta get my tire aired up on that one. It's been sitting back here for about a year with some weight on it. I have to reclaim all that wood, but one of those back there is extremely heavy. That bad boy right there. Get all that wood off of there for future projects, I guess. But yeah, I ran out of free screws. I think I got another box of free screws somewhere I'm gonna have to break out. If I can't find them, I'll have to go buy them, which is a bummer. But what I'm gonna do, of course, I'm gonna use a better piece of wood than this. This bad boy is all warped out, but I gotta screw it together like so. You know, of course, everything being flush. But I'm gonna screw that on the side, do it again over there, like that. Then I can put my piece across the top here, or across. Yeah, not bad, man. I like it. Be able to hide my scrappies. That's cool. I'm not gonna come out, you know, with my angle grinder later. It's about 8 in the morning now, but cut these little tips off. I got a couple more in the back here and on the other side. But that's what happens when you get free stuff, man. You use it any way you can. And I did. All that stuff is free. Everything you see there on that wood and screws. Even the tool I used, the drill. It was all free from the trash. Crazy. There it goes. Not pretty. We're not looking for pretty. We're just looking to contain for right now. Like I said, this thing's just gonna be sitting and I need something to put my scrap on. So all I gotta do now is to get this dude drug up there so I can use my little mini compressor on the cigarette lighter. But yeah, just need something to throw scraps on so it doesn't stand out like that. That's right. Look, I already got scraps on the truck too. So I'm gonna build some sides on that dude and contain the scraps in that until I can get this dude fixed. But right now, it's just not feasible. We gotta get another vehicle and then we'll work on that. Probably go ahead sometime tonight when it cools off some more, because I'm sweating like a doggy dog. Pull the battery out of that dude and put it inside. But there we go. Free scrap wood, free screws, except I did have to buy another box, but wherever I put it. Where did I put that? Oh, I bought another box of screws. $2.77. I bought some cheapy boys. And then realized all these black ones I got for free, I think were drywall screws. But hey man, I don't care. Free. We're talking freebies. Anyways, here's a bunch of little, we'll go in the little mini bucket of smalls. All those little screw ends and nails that I pulled out of the pallet wood. I don't know if anybody's ever pulled any nails out of pallet wood, but geez, that's a chore. Came out here in 1 hour spurts because it was just so hot. Did a little cleanup here. Got some skids underneath this bad boy. Some trash underneath this bad boy. Another plastic skid with some reclaimed wood. Got some more reclaimed wood right there. And the inside of the trailer. Not bad. No, scrapyard said they don't take fridges, so I just took that because I thought it was going to work, or I wouldn't have took it. So what I'll have to do is just chop that dude up with the old Sawzall. Break it down into pieces. My Dollar Tree grabber, only $1. Use that to pick the trash up out of the yard. Take this back into the house. Got me a flat tire. So I'm about to jack that dude up and get it off of there and then try to get some air back in there. Put that piece of wood right there so it can't really be seen from the road. Actually like this. That's what I want to do. This is how I want to do it. Like that. You don't want it to be seen from the road and somebody would be like, oh, it's a broken down trailer. Get him! He's collecting scrap again. So the next step, we'll do the same out of this. I'm gonna get some, I might have some square rods to go into that. Wild. I may have some. Build a nice little wall about this, about this high. Underneath there's some more trash, just some plastic. And every now and then I just throw a bag or two out here by they have the trash man pick that up. Kind of like that one out there. Got a bag of cans for them, and then the black bag is just plastic stuff. So this came from Motors. Copper 2. This is all copper 2 right here. That came from Motors. Of course, this little tin coated copper or whatever wire came from Small Little Electronics. Same here. This, even though it looks like it's bright copper, it's not thick enough, and it's angel hair, I guess you would call it. I call it angel hair. Kind of reminds me. That would be copper 2 as well. But that came like from a plug. And yeah, I strip them. Sometimes, it depends on what you're doing. People's like, it's not worth it. Maybe it ain't worth it for some people, and sometimes for me it ain't worth it. I'll just turn it in an insulated copper. But a lot of times when I'm just sitting here in front of videos for, binging on, Scrap Kingdom or some, Scrap Vulture or something, I'll start stripping wire. you know. So there's my copper 2. This here would be the bright copper. As you can tell, it's nice, thick, real thick, stiff copper wire. It's not falling apart like that angel hair. The angel hair is just kind of coming apart. So they classify that as copper 2. This would be bright coppers. You can see it's nice, thick copper buoys. Nice little stash here. Here's the culprits, the tools I like using while stripping. While stripping my wire, of course the gloves too. Always wear the gloves. But this thing here, very nice to have. I'd like to get a motor hooked up to this, you know, so it spins slower than, like, say, my drill. My drill, it spins so fast. The drill spins so fast that this thing spins faster than it actually pulls the wire through. So if I can get a motor on there that goes a little slower, it'd be perfect. The stuff would just go right through it. I use this on the small household appliance wires. And once you get all those little pins set, this tool here is perfect to have. Here's the small bucket. There's a chunk of aluminum, but I don't know if I would be able to get that off of there. It's probably just cast aluminum anyways. That's not extruded. That's probably just cast. Oh well. With the small bucket, everything's small in there. A lot of breakage. Just a lot of nails, screws, little pieces. Thought those were stainless, but no, they're not. Just a bunch of little crap. Breakage stuff, light iron, tin, whatever. So this bucket here, believe it or not, that bucket there probably weighs about 70 pounds. It's heavy, man. The reason why it's heavy is because there's no airspace. You know, I mean, it's such small pieces in there that there's barely any airspace. Like I see some there, but the bottom of below that is probably just packed with nothing but tiny little screws and nails. And I found some more copper too. To add that came from the some more motors. Yeah, that's copper. You gotta be careful, man. Sometimes it could be aluminum. And then still haven't sold the stainless steel sink, so I'll probably just count it in. No bites on a stainless steel sink, but we got these dudes off of there, which is brass. Actually, I thought it was steel. I don't know what the magnet was sticking to, but that's actually brass, as you can tell. These were the cast rings, man. They were seized on there. They had some kind of goop in there, I guess, too, to keep it from unthreading, I'm guessing. But it's cast aluminum. Not a whole lot of scrap, you know, going on with me. For one thing, you know, I got to keep it on the down low because I don't want Shelby County coming back out. One reason why I built the sides on the trailer, so I can keep the big boys, you know, the big scrap metals on that. And man, yeah, just keep it on the down low. You know, ain't gonna be producing a whole lot of videos, but I will be producing videos, and I appreciate all the new subscribers, you know, tagging along, man. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying the videos. It's great. Come inside to sip a little coffee and watch some Shane Man, and look what happens. I still got my stuff out there. Alright, battle the rain, here we go. Nope. Not taking the iPhone out there. Doing a trip to the yard. Got us some copper 2. Insulated. Copper 2. Plain aluminum. Cast. Old sheet. They go, all this stuff here goes for old sheet. Don't have to pop the handles off. Got some dirty stainless. A little bit of dirty stainless. Some clean stainless. What got in here? Bright copper. Bright copper wire. Copper 1 insulated. Empty bag. That's what we got. Oh, and the cast in there too. All casties. Yep.
Sit, meow mix, sit. Meow. That's a good pussy.